Is this a process where we might see multiple votes taking place in the House behind us?
Yes, and the number and sequencing of these votes has yet to be determined. It is all rather mysterious. I suspect that the government's going to be voted down. There will be a series of amendments to it. We can't yet say what would pass. There is a good chance that the Parliament will vote to have a people's vote, a referendum.
A good chance? What are the odds?
There is a good chance. Ultimately, probably 50-50.
Who would put that question
to... May not be at the first attempt,
yeah.
But I think we will go back to it if the government is not.
But who would put that question to Parliament? Because the government would have to decide to, wouldn't they? And the government has said that they don't want a people's vote.
Well, if there is an amendment which is passed, then the government would be instructed to conduct one. I mean, that's how it would happen. Or it could be a general election. I think that's less likely, but that's certainly one of the other options. Or a fundamentally different concept of remaining in a customs union, a single market. That will also be promoted. There will be a series of options. Parliament will vote on them. Probably then on the basic principle of the meaningful vote, as it's called. It will almost certainly be defeated unless it's substantially amended, and then we'll probably come back to it. This is not going to be over in a day.
And probably for many politicians, the decision will very much depend on whether they think a no-deal Brexit is a likely outcome or something that could happen if they vote this down. Some, even in the Cabinet, have suggested that Parliament would not let a no-deal outcome happen. How would the government or Parliament stop no deal?
Well, that's absolutely right. The whole purpose of the government keeping up this pretense that we can crash out without a deal was part of its negotiating strategy with the European Union. But they've now reached an agreement with the European Union, so it serves no purpose other than to frighten people, and it's costing a lot of money, the preparation. So at some point, MPs, I would certainly be one of them, would want to have this taken off the table. I think a lot of businesses are very apprehensive. They think that somehow we could...
But it is the outcome that would happen.
It's currently the default position, yes. But nobody wants it. So it just requires a little bit of political intelligence to get the option removed from the table.
How could there be another default position that didn't involve a deal?
The alternative default position would be remaining where we are.
Okay.
And that, I think, is what will be the position if we're stuck on everything else.